Hello there. So I wanted to post this video, but it's not posting for some reason on this phone. So I kind of wanted to post it on here. But then I also want to do like a reaction to it because I feel like I'm so far removed from the person in the video. Not that I can still relate, but then also I don't know whether to let you watch this and then make up your own mind and then do a part 2. Like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. But I kind of wanted to react to this video.
Sometimes that shit pops into my head, bro. I don't get it. I feel like, for me, it's like embarrassment that triggers that shit.
Oh, we're talking about our triggers. What triggers you? Alright, see, this is why I didn't want to do a reaction, because I'll be chatting. But it's kind of fun. Also kind of fun.
Me. And I try not to put myself in situations where people can make me feel a certain type of way, because I feel like I'm more vulnerable when I'm around people and I have anxiety, or do you know what I mean? Or I get emotional or something. And then when I'm by myself, I'm like, bro, I don't want y'all to worry because I ain't finna do nothing. Like, that shit happen. That is the fucking, for me, I get that shit like daily, bro. I just don't voice it. Do you know what I mean? Or act on it because I'm consciously aware of my blessing. I just want to know, like, I know, like, some of my friends suffer with mental health and shit, and I'm not the only one that has suicidal thoughts and shit like that. But I just don't voice it. Like, I voice it to my friends that go through the same shit as me, but I'm not going to tell my nearest and dearest that, do you know what I mean? I be thinking of death and shit. Like, I be thinking, like, oh, just fuck it. Do you know what I mean? I be thinking, fuck it, but then I never act on it. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather, like, I don't know. I don't even know what I do. Like, that shit literally just popped into my head just now, and I thought, fuck it, let me just come on here, bro. Because I don't want to kill myself. I don't. But sometimes that shit be in my head, bro.
Right, let me just pause this quickly here. See, this is why I didn't want to do like a reaction to it, because I feel like I have so much to say. But I feel like I want to let the video play out so y'all can actually hear what the fuck I was trying to say in that moment. Because I do feel like, sorry for looking into the distance, that's my whole thing. I feel like it's probably valuable to somebody somewhere, you know? And it's not a bad perspective. I just think my perspective now is just so far removed from this person. But we continue.
I just don't get it. And I feel like people need to understand that you don't know what's going on in a person's head, and you don't know, like, the battles that people fight on a daily internally. Because the type of person I am, I don't voice it, especially when I'm going through, like, my hardest shit. I just don't say nothing. I'm getting upset. But nah, man, I just feel like people need to tell your family you love them more. Do you know what I mean? Be there for people. Appreciate the people in your life. I'm sorry for getting upset. Appreciate the people in your life, because you don't know the battles that people fight on a daily with self. Do you know what I mean? I feel like mental health is a real thing, and like I say, that should be up here. I can't control that shit. I can control the fact that I don't act on it, but I can't control that shit popping in my head, is what I'm trying to say. I feel like I'm blessed as well, because like I say, some people, that shit pops into their head and they can't dismiss the thought. I feel like me, when it pops in my head and I know it's not a thought that I intended to think, I can so easily dismiss it and carry on with my shit. But I feel like what I'm trying to say is some people ain't as strong as me. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes some people just give in to their thoughts and shit. And I can understand how easy it is to just whatever, just say fuck it. Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck it. But why? Why am I gonna ruin my time, my existence on this? I don't even have that. And I want to cut my life short because I had a thought. Not necessarily having a bad day, because literally, I tell you, I fight internal battles daily, bro. Daily, bro. I'm a pensive person. I be stressing inside about shit and don't voice it. And then I have a thought that's just like, fuck it. But why? Why, bro? I feel like that's the demons, bro. That is definitely demons, bro. Just trying to cut what little time you have.
Right, let me stop here because this shit kind of hit me, because I feel like, even though this is still me, I don't even have recollection of this day. I can't tell you what I was going through. I can't tell you when that shit was. None of that. That shit was just randomly in my drafts when I was gonna go post something on my other phone. So it's crazy to even see that I'm acknowledging intrusive thoughts as demons, when I feel like only recently I come to that realization that everything that, like, depression and anxiety and all the struggles of the mind is the demons, you know? Like, not demons in a corner or evil, like, do you know what I mean? It's the demons that's the demons. Whatever, even if you think of the demons in the corner, whatever, demons is the demons. But yeah, it's crazy that I realized it then, but I didn't realize to what extent I realized it. Does that make sense? We continue. We digressed.
Even shorter. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just want people to know that they ain't alone. Mental health is a real thing. People have suicidal thoughts multiple times daily. Maybe you have it once a month, once a week. I want to know how often people that actually have suicidal thoughts.
Leave that shit in the
comments.
comments.
Like, I think about that shit daily, bro.
And leave that shit in the comments.
That to me is weird, bro. Because
I like, still that isn't know.
The answer. But that's the answer. Do you understand? When people are going through shit, that is the only fucking answer. Because you can't see past the negative. You can't see.
So that is not the answer. What I mean by that's the answer is that's what you feel, you know? Like, in the moment, those are the feelings that it invokes. Like, nothing matters. No one can pull you out of this dark place. And it's such a self-inflicting belief system. But we digress again. Like, who comes back to this?
Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm truly fucking blessed that I'm so fucking self-aware, bro. I feel like this fucking anxiety, depression, all the shit that I be dealing with on a daily, that shit. But trust me, in the moment, I know it feels like nothing. It feels like nothing matters, bro. It feels like it's just you and the way out. And that's the only way out. But it's not. I'm here to tell you it's not, bro. It's not. I know I said I was done, but I just want to say some shit. Like, recently I've been struggling with my breathing, and I've been struggling with my breathing for about 3 years now. And I feel like that's how I know I don't want to die. Because when I can't breathe, that shit scares me more than anything, bro. Like, more than anything, bro. And it's like, all I want to do is breathe. I'll do anything to breathe again and have my life back to normal and do regular shit like a normal person. Do you know what I mean? But then when you by yourself You're just like, oh, I'm worthless. Not I'm worthless, because I know I'm not worthless, but I'm just talking about the thoughts in my head type shit.
I love the way even back then I still would catch myself, like when I say things that are not what I believe, you know, not me. And I think like that's how I was able to identify like intrusive thoughts initially, because I'm like, why am I thinking these things that I don't want to think? I don't believe about myself. This is not what I believe. So who the fuck is thinking this? Mind noise, but we continue.
Like, oh, you can't even breathe. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you are your own worst enemy, bro. Because the way you can take yourself out of this life, I know other people can take you out, but the way you can make that decision to take yourself out, because
What I mean by I know other people can, I'm not talking about like people coming up to you and taking your life. I'm talking about like, for me especially, like in the past, my triggers were family. My triggers were the people closest to me, because I cared about what they said, you know? Like I made this shell around me that I didn't really care about what the other people thought, like outside world thought about me, because I didn't let them in. So it would be very triggering when the people in my circle, my closest circle, would notice my insecurities or mention stuff that I'm insecure about, stuff that I don't like, I dislike about my own life. That for me was my biggest trigger, you know? I don't even know why I paused that video, but oh yeah, to explain what I meant by that. Like, so I don't mean like somebody physically, I mean like what people say to you can put you into the dark place, you know? Like that, like I couldn't physically put myself into a dark place because I know my worth. But I feel like we all we all battle internal demons, we all battle internal thoughts. So nobody truly knows what's gonna trigger me, you know, because I'm not showing it to the world. I'm not telling you, oh, this is my triggers, these are what I'll be like. No. But yeah,
the thoughts or the situation or the momentary lapse of fucking judgment, or I don't even know, like emotional cloud of I don't even fucking know, bro. But I feel like sometimes I need to give myself credit where credit is due, because I feel like if other people was in my situation and had to deal with the shit that I deal with, y'all would not even be here, bro. And when I say the shit I have to deal with, I'm talking about mentally, bro. The thoughts that I be thinking and shit. Oh, props to people that deal with mental health on a daily, who deal with suicidal thoughts, however often they pop into your head and shit like that. Props to all my friends that struggling internally and don't voice how they really feeling, bro. And props to people that can speak out, because I feel like there's a lot of stigma behind mental health, and even saying suicide, bro, it's like you can't say that shit. Do you know?
okay, so that for me is so, it's such an eye-opener. It just makes me see how far I've come mentally, in the sense that I wasn't saying anything that I would consider like bad advice, or you know what I mean. I wasn't saying anything wrong. It's just to see the limiting beliefs I was imposing on myself without even realizing, even though I was very consciously aware then. I feel like my awareness state that I'm in now, it's just I notice when I'm speaking lack into my life, I'm speaking negative shit, I'm leaving myself in these belief systems, I'm affirming to myself that this is who I am, you know? And in reality, I am not that person, you know? I really like the awareness state that I'm in right now. I feel like even being anxious and being depressed is a fleeting thought. So it might pop, like I might get angry, you know, because I'm only human. Someone might say something. I'm yet to be faced with that again, to see how my reaction is going to be being in this state of awareness that I'm in right now. I feel like there's something that I need to do personally. I might share with you guys. I don't know. But I feel like that might truly be a test to see, like, if I can choose a different thought process in the moment, you know, instead of allowing myself to be easily put in these emotional states just by the fact that it's like muscle memory. It's like my mind is just doing things because it's used to doing things in that situation, when in reality that's not what we do. That's not what we doing. They ain't know them states. Like the who? So who? When I tell you I haven't had an ST in over a month. I don't even know what an ST is now. I was about to say STI. But I don't even know why. Like, I really want, like, someone to test me. I think I have to do what I know I need to do. I have to do what I know I need to do in order to see how far I've truly come on this soul growth, you know. But you know what? I deserve all the pats. I deserve all the handshakes, fist bumps, all of that shit, because I done it, you know. And just watching that video just shows me, like, how far I've come and how I'm not allowing myself to say things and speak things into the universe that is not my reality, you know. Maybe one day if I can get this video to, like, if I can figure out how the fuck I'll find it where I originally posted it, I might share it. But I really hope, like, even in the first part of the video, I hope like people can take stuff out of that, just in the sense that we don't have to be trapped in these emotions. These emotions don't define us. This mind space that we're in is very temporary, and I don't know why these STs are so invasive. And it is demons, you know. It is our internal demons around our insecurities, fears. It's based off of fear. But I'm gonna get into a completely different video on fear, because I feel like fear, everything stems from fear, and fear is fucking it's a fucking illusion. Excuse my French. I'm sorry I swear, guys, but yeah, I really hope everyone be strong, you know, because we are fucking strong. The things that we deal with on a day-to-day, no one can fight our battles. No one can have your life. I don't want your life. You don't want my life. So stop looking at other people's lives and comparing your life to their life, because we're all on our individual journeys and we're all doing fucking good at it. You understand? We're doing our fucking best. Some people don't even know they're supposed to be doing shit. Niggas just floating in life. But the niggas that is sorry guys, I'm just very expressive. I'm not racist. I'm from the motherland. Okay? I'm black. But I think I use that word to refer to, like, people in general. So I'm sorry about that if anyone gets offended. But it's a state. It just means people or person. I digress. But yeah, sorry if I stare off into the distance. That's what I do. Don't even be concerned about what I'm doing off a camera, because that's none of your business. I hope everyone has a blessed day, a blessed rest of the week, a blessed year, a blessed life. Are you hearing me? I hope 2025 bring you everything your heart desires. Don't think anything that you don't want to manifest into your real life. Don't speak any negative beliefs out. Don't say anything about yourself that you don't believe is just, you know. Like, we are the masters of our reality. And when I tell you I ain't had an ST in a fucking over a month, best believe me. And that's not because my health conditions got fixed, or my breathing is better, or I got good news, or none of that. I'm still living with the same shit that I was living with probably even more stuff. But I think, as looking back as well, the amount of stuff that we overcome that in the moment feels like the end. And when I tell you, like, I was having the end moments every day, dealing with them shits internally, not telling no one. I got a partner, I got family. I'm like, do you know what I mean? Hermiting, internalizing everything. But I feel like where I am now, like, I gotta say what I gotta say, and even if I gotta come on here and say it, I gotta come on here and say it. I used to go to TikTok, and I'm not even gonna lie, TikTok was good listeners, you know. I just feel like I like to go places where there's not that much of an audience, because I'm a streamer. I like to put myself out there. I like people to see and know me for who I am, and I like to spread love and positivity and show people how I live, show people through me, you know. Like, you can only lead by example, you know. I aspire to inspire, you know. Like, that's it. But yeah, I pray everybody's wishes come true. I pray your mind becomes something that you can notice but not stick to, like a fucking magnet. Not let it become who you are. When a magnet sticks to the other magnet, it don't become one magnet. It's still fucking two. It's still fucking two. Peace, love, happiness, all praise to the Most High. Thank you to my spirit guides. Thank you to the universe for allowing me to be here, for allowing me to speak my truths, because all I know how to do is speak my truths. And if any of this resonates with any of you guys, feel free to leave that shit in the comments. Bye guys.